Across much of the world, as the leaves begin to turn and a chill enters the air, you'll find pumpkins on doorsteps and children dressed as ghouls and goblins. Halloween, a day of costumes, candy and spooky celebrations, has become a globally recognized event. Join me now as we embark on a journey to unravel the truth behind some of the most common misconceptions surrounding this fascinating celebration. It's an easy mistake to assume in our modern world of globalized culture that Halloween originated in the United States. After all, the vibrant parades, elaborate costumes, and the tradition of trick-or-treating are deeply embedded in American culture. However, the roots of Halloween can be traced back over 2,000 years to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, celebrated on what is now November 1st. This festival marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, a time often associated with death. The Celts, who lived in what is now Ireland, Britain, and northern France, believed that on the eve of Samhain, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. This thin veil allowed spirits to roam the earth. On this night, they celebrated the harvest and honored the dead, often with bonfires, costumes, and feasts. These bonfires were believed to ward off evil spirits and provide warmth and light during the darkening days. As Christianity spread throughout Europe, it incorporated elements of existing pagan traditions, including Samhain. The Church sought to replace pagan festivals with Christian holidays. With the mass migration of Europeans to North America in the 19th century, Halloween traditions were brought to the New World where they mingled with other cultural practices. Over time, these traditions continued to evolve and adapt, influenced by the diverse cultures that make up the American melting pot. So while the modern celebration of Halloween has certainly been shaped by American traditions, its roots run much deeper, stretching back to the ancient Celtic world. This rich history adds layers of meaning to the festivities we enjoy today. The association of Halloween with the occult, with Satanism and devil worship, is perhaps one of the most pervasive and damaging misconceptions surrounding this holiday. It's important to remember that the imagery of Halloween, the skeletons, ghosts and goblins, has its roots in ancient beliefs about the afterlife and the cycle of life and death. These symbols were not originally intended to be malevolent, but rather served as reminders of our own mortality and the importance of honoring those who have passed on. The association of Halloween with Satanism is a relatively recent phenomenon emerging largely in the 20th century amid social anxieties about youth culture and the occult. Halloween, at its core, is a holiday about community, celebration, and the playful embrace of the unknown. The image of children dressed in costumes, going door to door requesting treats, is synonymous with Halloween in many parts of the world. While the modern practice of trick-or-treating as we know it evolved over time, its roots can be traced back to medieval practices of souling and guising. In Britain and Ireland, poor citizens would go door to door on All Hallows' Eve, singing songs or reciting prayers in exchange for food or money, often called soul cakes. Similarly, guising involved young people dressing up in costumes and going door to door, often performing songs, poems, or jokes in exchange for treats. Over time, these traditions merged and evolved, eventually leading to the development of trick-or-treating as we know it today. While Halloween is often associated with children and their gleeful pursuit of sugary treats, to relegate it solely to the realm of childhood is to miss out on the full spectrum of this holiday's appeal. Halloween is not just a day for kids to dress up and collect candy, it's a celebration that transcends age. For adults, Halloween presents an opportunity to reconnect with their inner child, to indulge in the playful and the imaginative. It allows them to shed the constraints of everyday life and embrace the whimsical, the macabre, and the fantastical. Whether it's through elaborate costumes or themed parties, adults find joy in the creativity and freedom that Halloween offers. Beyond the costumes and candy, Halloween provides a space for communities to come together to celebrate their shared history and traditions. From pumpkin carving contests and haunted hayrides to elaborate neighborhood decorations and spooky storytelling events, Halloween fosters a sense of belonging and shared experience. It's a time when neighbors come together, creating a tapestry of shared memories and experiences that strengthen community bonds. Moreover, Halloween offers a unique lens through which to explore our relationship with mortality, the afterlife, and the unknown. The holiday's themes of ghosts, ghouls, and the supernatural invite us to confront our fears in a safe and controlled environment. So while children may delight in the sugary spoils and spooky costumes of Halloween, adults can find equal enjoyment in the holiday's ability to spark imagination, foster community, and encourage us to confront our deepest fears and anxieties. Halloween is a multifaceted celebration that offers something for everyone, regardless of age. It's a time to let go, to be creative, and to connect with others in meaningful ways. Ah, the black cat. a creature often shrouded in superstition, particularly around Halloween. The association of black cats with misfortune can be traced back to medieval Europe, where they became linked with witchcraft and the supernatural. During this time, cats, particularly black ones, were often seen as companions to witches or even witches in disguise. Ironically, in many other cultures, black cats are viewed as symbols of good luck, prosperity, and even divinity. Today, it's important to recognize that the fear and superstition surrounding black cats are rooted in unfounded historical beliefs. Black cats are no more harbingers of bad luck than any other feline. Halloween, with its costumes, candy, and late-night festivities, might conjure images of mischief and mayhem. The streets are filled with children dressed as their favorite characters, and homes are adorned with spooky decorations. It's a night of fun and excitement, but also one that some people view with a bit of trepidation. While it's true that Halloween sees an increase in certain types of incidents, such as vandalism and property crime, largely attributed to the holiday's association with pranks and mischief, statistically speaking, Halloween is not any more dangerous than any other night of the year. The idea that Halloween is a night of rampant crime is more myth than reality. Studies conducted by law enforcement agencies and insurance companies have consistently shown that crime rates do not significantly increase on Halloween compared to other days of the year. In fact, many communities see a strong police presence on Halloween night, which helps to deter potential criminal activity. The perception of Halloween as a particularly dangerous night is likely fueled by media sensationalism and the holiday's association with the macabre and the unknown. News stories often highlight the rare but sensational incidents, creating a skewed perception of the risks involved. Ensuring costumes are visible at night, trick-or-treating in well-lit areas, and being mindful of traffic are all sensible precautions to take on Halloween, just as they are on any other night. Parents should also accompany younger children to ensure their safety. By taking common-sense precautions, we can all enjoy a safe and enjoyable Halloween. It's a time for community, creativity, and fun, and with a little care, it can be a night to remember for all the right reasons. Let's be honest, the allure of Halloween candy is a powerful force, but is Halloween truly just a celebration of all things confectionery? While candy certainly plays a prominent role, it's merely one element of a much richer and more multifaceted celebration. Halloween, at its heart, is about so much more than just sugary treats. From the intricate costumes handcrafted with care to the spooky decorations that transform homes and neighborhoods into eerie wonderlands, Halloween is a testament to human ingenuity and our desire to create, to transform, and to celebrate. So while the allure of Halloween candy is undeniable, it's important to remember that the true magic of this holiday lies in its ability to bring people together, to spark imagination, and to encourage us to embrace the full spectrum of human experience, from the light-hearted to the macabre. From elaborate ensembles to simple masks and hats, costumes are synonymous with Halloween. But beyond their playful exterior, Halloween costumes hold a deeper significance, reflecting our cultural values, personal identities, and fascination with transformation. Throughout history, costumes have played an integral role in rituals and celebrations across cultures, serving as a way to connect with spirits, deities, and the forces of nature. On Halloween, this tradition of transformation takes center stage. By donning costumes, we step outside ourselves, shedding our everyday identities and embracing new personas, whether it be a superhero, a mythical creature, or simply a more exaggerated version of ourselves. This act of transformation allows us to explore different facets of our personalities, to experiment with different identities, and to express ourselves in ways that might not be possible in our everyday lives. For many, Halloween culminates on October 31st, a single night of costumes, candy, and spooky festivities. But to confine Halloween to a single night is to overlook the weeks of preparation and anticipation that lead up to the main event. From the moment the first leaves begin to turn and a chill enters the air, a palpable shift occurs. Shops overflow with pumpkins and spooky decorations, haunted houses emerge from the shadows, and the air crackles with anticipation for the coming festivities. Throughout October, communities come alive with Halloween-themed events. From pumpkin carving contests and haunted corn mazes, to costume parties and spooky storytelling nights. These events foster a sense of community and shared excitement, extending the spirit of Halloween far beyond a single night. It's true that Halloween, like many holidays, has been swept up in the tide of commercialism. From mass-produced costumes and mountains of candy to elaborate haunted house experiences and themed merchandise, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the commercial aspects of Halloween. However, to dismiss Halloween as solely a product of commercialism is to overlook the deep-seated cultural traditions and human desires that fuel its enduring appeal. Halloween, at its core, is about far more than just buying the latest costume or amassing the largest candy haul. It's about connecting with our communities, expressing our creativity, confronting our fears, and celebrating the cycle of life and death. The true spirit of Halloween lies not in the aisles of stores, but in the shared experiences we create, the traditions we uphold, and the connections we forge with our communities. As we conclude our exploration of these common Halloween misconceptions, I trust you'll agree that this holiday is far more than meets the eye. So as you don your costumes, carve your pumpkins, and indulge in a sweet treat or two, remember that you're participating in a tradition that spans centuries and continents. Until next time, may your Halloween be filled with joy, laughter, and a healthy dose of delightful fright.